Hello everybody! Today I'm going to do a slightly different video from anything I've ever made before because I have book-related items that I want to show you. I have been geeking out about these things for the past couple of weeks and I'm just gonna squee all over them and show them to you. Part of why this is so exciting is that I usually don't buy things related to books. There's not a lot of merchandise or tie-in items for many of the things that I really enjoy. Recently I picked up 3 things and they just have me very excited. The first thing I have to show you is adorable and it's my first piece of book-related jewelry, the Bumbersnoot necklace. I realize you can't see this very well because of the lighting, so I will put a close-up shot so you can see it more closely. Bumbersnoot, if you don't recognize the name, is a mechanical sausage dog from Gail Carriger's Finishing School series. He eats coal and he also serves as a purse or receptacle for items that need to be hidden. He belongs to Sophronia, who is the main character of that series, and I just thought he always sounded like the cutest thing ever. Like, I would like to have my own mechanical dog. I have a dog, but there would be benefits to having a mechanical dog. I'm pretty sure I could think of something eventually. It has really excellent detail on it and it's quite chunky. It's got quite a bit of heft. You can actually physically feel it. And as I'm a person who constantly like rubs my fingers across the necklaces and stuff that I'm wearing, I just futz with things all the time. It's nice. I can feel it. It has some pointy ends. I mean, you could stab yourself on the stubby little tail. Gotta be careful about that. But I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is I like my jewelry clutchable. Next is an art print because I am a huge fan of Ann Leckie and her Imperial Raj trilogy because, of course. And I was really upset a little while ago when I learned that I had completely missed being eligible for pre-orders for the limited edition hardcovers that Subterranean Press did of the series. My consolation prize is that the artist who did the really awesome cover designs for these books is offering prints of them. I got the first one, which is for Ancillary Justice, and it is really beautiful. I think the second one for Imperial Sword is actually my favorite, and I will attempt to get the other 2 before the end of the year. So this is the one for Ancillary Justice. It's quite big. I opted for the larger size because the funny thing about me is I've lived in my house for 5 years now, and people still walk into my living room and say, "Rachel, you need more art on your walls. It's very Spartan in here." So I am trying to buy nice, larger pieces of art and decorate my home. But the thing is that really nice art, the stuff that you like and that's high quality, is not cheap. Let's say that. So this is, I think, a 12 by 18 or 12 by 16 print. And for me here in the US, I think the total thing cost me $50. So like I said, it's not cheap, but totally worth it. I never thought about getting prints of cover art before, but that is a thing, and I will be keeping my eye out for some more. If I really love cover art on a book, then I absolutely should go and try to get it. I realize I haven't said the artist's name, which is because I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I believe it is Lauren Saint-Onge. But since it's possibly a French last name, I will put it up here on the screen for you guys instead, and of course links will be down below if you want to go check out her store. And if you know how to pronounce her last name, please let me know so I'm not a complete idiot every time I attempt to say it. Now on to the final thing, and at this point, if you don't care at all about nail polish, I apologize. You probably aren't going to be interested in this section, but I've gotten very geeky about a certain type of nail polish recently, and that is nerd lacquer. You probably noticed that I have had painted nails in a lot of my recent videos, and the colors have been constantly changing, and that's because I've been trying out 5 different colors from Nerd Lacquer. Nerd Lacquer is an indie polish, and it's basically a small business run by a woman who creates nail polish colors related to science fiction, fantasy, TV shows, books, authors, things like that. So if you are a Star Wars fan, a Doctor Who fan, Firefly, or a fan of a particular couple of female science fiction writers, then you may want to check this out. I discovered Nerd Lacquer through her recent collection of nail polishes inspired by 3 female science fiction or fantasy writers, and since these authors are all people that I absolutely love their work, I had to get them, of course. The first one that caught my eye was the Ann Leckie color. It is kind of of a gray purple, very bleak color, and exactly the color I would associate with the Imperial Raj trilogy. There's a lot of the Imperial Raj in this video, isn't there? I am actually wearing it on this hand right now. This polish can look very gray, very dark gray, or almost like lavender depending on the light you put it in. And I just think it's a really cool color in person. I think it's more impressive when it's on your nails than it is in the bottle. But maybe not a color everybody would enjoy. The next color in that collection is N.K. Jemisin. N.K. Jemisin, if you don't happen to know, is the author of the recent book The Fifth Season, which everyone's been reading, as well as The 100,000 Kingdoms and the trilogy that book belongs to. And this one is particularly a color that I think the creator associates with the Dreamblood duology, I think that's what it's called. I've only read the first book and I'm blanking on the name right now. This color is a little bit like the Ann Leckie color. It's very pale, but instead of being gray, it is kind of a pale, aged gold look, and it has purple flecks in it. So a very interesting color that I'll have to wear a bit more. And the third color, the last one from that collection of author-inspired colors, is of course Ursula K. Le Guin in this beautiful shimmery blue color. It also has some hints of green. It's very much a sea blue color like Earthsea. I love this color. To be honest, it looks quite green in the bottle, but every time I've painted my nails with it, it just looks blue. However, it's a really amazing deep blue color. So these are the three that are inspired by female authors. And then I have two more that I picked up on a whim because they were really pretty. The first one is the green that I'm wearing on my other hand. Thistledown is the Fairy King of Susanna Clarke's Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and I've never had a green nail polish before. This is another one that has very, very fine glitter in it. It looks more like a shimmer polish. It doesn't have a lot of depth. It almost looks matte. Like the only shininess in it is the sparkles. It's a really cool green color. It also has quite a lot of undertones of yellow in it, so if you don't like your nails being stained a really funky yellow color, maybe don't get this one. The final one is, I gotta be honest, my absolute favorite, and that is Regal Copper. I am most attracted to nail polishes that are in the red zone, maybe a little bit of berry pink, maybe a little bit of orange, and this falls directly into that. In some lights it looks very red, and others a bit more orange. It's supposed to be like kind of a coppery color, and it has multicolored orange, kind of goldish hex glitters, I think that's what they're called, in them, so it has chunkier glitter and it's just amazing. It brings a lot of depth to the color. Regal Copper is a dragon breed from Naomi Novik's Temeraire series, so that's the bookish connection right there. Just super, super awesome color. A really awesome thing that I've discovered about these nail polishes is that while they're kind of thick and gloopy to put on, they last forever. I have been wearing these colors on my hands for a week now and they still haven't chipped, and when I was testing out Regal Copper and Le Guin as well, they also never came off. I had to take them off and they were still pretty much in pristine condition, and I've never worn a nail polish that didn't chip in the first couple of days, so I was astonished. So those are the three book-related items that I have to show you guys today. If you're interested in any of these, or if you have any items that you want to mention that you have, please comment down below because I would love to hear about them. I'm gonna try to not go crazy and splurge on more nail polishes or more art prints for a little while, but you know that's gonna happen eventually in the future. So if you would like to see me do another video like this whenever I acquire more things, please also let me know because I'm pretty sure I can fulfill that request. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you again in my next video, and until then, bye.